Welcome everyone, I'm Cindy Echtinaw and I'm honored to do this video for Justrite Papercrafts. I'll be using newly released products to create some fun Valentine's gifts along with giving you a close-up look at the new award-winning Tool-in-One tool. I'll show you how to use Justrite dies and stamps to create frosted glass jars and color a mason jar coupon tree shown here. The first project is a frosted jar and here is a list of the products used. The first step is to take a piece of frosted vinyl and an anti-static bag and rub across the vinyl to remove any static. Then stamp the word chocolate from the bakery labels stamps using Versamark and sprinkle embossing powder over the Versamark. Heat until the embossing powder melts and then take the smallest die from vintage label 7 and center the word chocolate and cut out. Next, take the two larger dies from label 7 on another piece of vinyl using tape to center and secure and cut out. You do not need to emboss. Here is what you'll have. Center onto your jar and press firmly and then add your chocolate shape to the center, creating the look of etched or frosted glass. Fill with chocolate and gift. Our next project will be coloring a mason jar and making a coupon tree using the items shown here. You will need a plastic container along with paper towels, wax paper, and a cookie sheet for this technique. In a plastic container, mix food coloring with a tablespoon of water. I'm using pink, but you can use any color. Add 3 to 4 tablespoons glossy Mod Podge into the jar and then add in 2 to 3 tablespoons of food coloring and mix with a small wire whisk or brush until all of your food color is mixed in. Then swirl around to cover the entire area of the jar. Pour any extra into the next jar or discard, and then simply turn your jar upside down onto paper towels with wax paper under them. Leave the jar sit like this for 45 minutes to dry and let all the excess run out. Place your jars upside down in the oven on warm or your lowest temperature on a wax paper lined cookie sheet and set the timer for 10 minutes. Then flip them right side up and let them dry in the oven for another 30 to 45 minutes or until the glass turns clear, as you can see here. This is what your jars will look like as they are drying. If you have any streaks, allow to dry a bit longer in the oven until the streaks disappear. Once dry and cooled, this is what you have, and you can add paper scraps inside to support your branches. Use score tape on the top of the rim of the jar and layer ribbons. Next, cut and emboss Spellbinder's lace heart dies and stamp on the lace heart dies using Justrite Sweetheart stamps and adhere. Then clean your dies using Tool-in-One. I want to take this opportunity to share with you the new award-winning Tool-in-One. Tool-in-One, I'm proud to say, is my invention, and Spellbinders is bringing to the paper crafting world. Tool-in-One is a multi-purpose tool that every crafter is going to want as a staple in their craft room. So let's explore Tool-in-One. Tool-in-One has a paper piercer, a roller brush, and it also comes with a little mini die spatula. The ends are swappable, so you simply pull back and pull out and put whatever tool you want to use inside. This little mini spatula works to get the cardstock out of your die. The first step in using Tool-in-One to help get your cardstock out of the die is to take the little mini spatula and actually put it between your cardstock and your die and push down to loosen this out of. And it easily just falls right out. So now you have all of the little pieces of cardstock left in your die, and some of them may have fallen out, but you have all these little pieces that normally you'd either use a T-pin or a toothpick. So now the beauty of Tool-in-One is you can take the roller brush and simply brush over Tool-in-One to remove all the pieces, and you can see them fly out. Now, if you're a clean crafter like I am, there is an optional piece of Tool-in-One foam that allows you to place the die with the cardstock in it face down. And this foam is a special density, custom colored with an anti-static coating on top to keep the cardstock from sticking to the die. And the beauty of the foam is it supports the die as you roll over and it leaves all the cardstock on the foam. Now if you have a few pieces here and there, you simply can take it and turn it back over and re-roll over it until they're removed. And you might have a little stubborn piece like this one right here. That is when you pull out the end and you put in the paper piercer. And then you're able to actually use the paper piercer as a poke tool and to poke out those last little pesky pieces out of your die, and your die's clean and ready to use again. Simply take the foam over the trash and discard. Inside, it stores 2 extra tools. So you simply unscrew it and you can see that you can easily store your tool right inside. Continuing on with our project, cut as many nested cloud dies in patterned and plain cardstock as needed. Stamp the plain cardstock using the Justrite Tulip Damask background stamp in light pink on the cloud dies. I printed on clear labels all my husband's favorite things to do and stuck them onto the cloud dies, creating my love coupons. Using the new tool-in-one paper piercer, I pierced holes and added baker's twine to each as shown here. Then simply hang the coupons on your tree. You could make one of these trees fit any occasion. I hope I've inspired you to grab some new Justrite items and use your creativity for fun projects just like these. This new Spellbinders tool-in-one tool is sure to be a staple in your craft room, giving you more time to craft by not having to poke all those pesky pieces out of your dies.